What's up, guys? It's Brett Smith here, and I wanted to give you 3 ways that you can grow your marketing agency much faster. So basically, what you need to do to grow your marketing agency in general is really simple. You need to get more clients, and you need to get them fast enough that you can keep adding clients even with retention factored in. So you've got that downpull of client retention. Some of them will only stay a few months. And so you need to be adding clients at a much faster pace than you lose them. That's the basic mechanics of growing your agency. Now there's some other elements like raise your prices, offer more services, etc. Raising prices is good. Offering more services, I would advise that you do that as kind of a last resort, or just not even factor it into the picture. Just don't do it at all. So basically, raising your prices, of course, do that as much as you can, but the main thing that you need to focus on is getting clients. And so there's a few ways that you can do that, but all of them require that you talk to people. So basically, to get clients, you need prospects. So to grow your agency, you need to get prospects. So here's 3 things you can do to make that a lot faster. 1, work harder and do more of the work that you're doing. So if you're using outbound methods, do more of it. So say you're using LinkedIn and you're sending out, 10 messages a day or 5 messages a day. And this might not be the best example because LinkedIn, there's some limits of your connections and whatever. But say you're doing 5 messages a day, make it 10. Say you're doing follow-up with them only once or maybe 3 times. Follow up with them more, follow up with them longer. Be more creative. Do more of it. Say you're sending Facebook messages. Do more of them. Say you're sending 10 a day, make it 50 so that you can actually get enough appointments to be able to reasonably hit your new client goals and your revenue goals. So first of all, just whatever you're doing, just do more of it. So even whether it's cold email, whether it's Facebook messaging, LinkedIn, whether you're cold calling, whatever it is, up the volume. Most people do so little that they only end up with a few appointments a week, and that's just not enough to get the clients that they need to grow their business. And then instead of looking at, okay, I need to do more on the front end, I need to open this thing up, get more volume coming in, they start looking at, well, how can I close a higher percentage of them? If you're closing like 10%, then don't worry about it. Now, if you don't close anyone and you can tell that you're like obviously scaring people off, then you should focus on your sales skills. And you should always focus on your sales skills, but you should focus on that while you do more. Because even if you're just bad at sales and that's why you're not closing, the only thing that's really going to make you better is doing more sales. And for that, you need more appointments. And for that, you need more outbound. So the first thing, number 1, whatever you're doing, just do more of it. Most people do a pitifully small amount of outbound and then want to increase their sales or their closing rate to some astronomical degree. Don't worry about that. Just do more on the front end. Get more contacts, generate more leads, prospects, strategy sessions. So that's number 1. Just focus on doing more. Number 2, spend money. So I don't care if you've only got 1 client. If you've got a little bit of revenue or a little bit of personal money, spend money on something that gets you prospects. Whether it's upgrading to the professional version on LinkedIn, whether it's hiring a VA to do more cold email and list building, whether it's buying an email list, whether it's paying to have lumpy mail or direct mail sent out, or whether it's advertising on Facebook or Google, whatever it is, start spending money. From the very beginning in starting our agency, we started spending money on advertising. We had no idea what we were doing. A lot of it didn't work, but we were spending money on advertising. And the reason that's important is because organic stuff is not very scalable. It's time consuming. It takes a lot of your time to do. So if you can spend 5 hours a day on strategy sessions, you're probably going to close a client or maybe 2. If you can, or in worst case, you'll close 1 every other day if you're getting 1 out of 10. If you're spending 5 hours a day prospecting, then you're only going to have a certain amount of time even left to do strategy sessions. And so the dollar amount that you're making per hour when you're prospecting is a lot lower than the dollar amount you're making when you're on strategy sessions. So start spending money, because when you start spending money on advertising, or like I said, it could be upgrading to premium on LinkedIn, it could be buying a lot more connections on Upwork. By the way, we have an awesome training about how to get high ticket advertising clients on Upwork. You can email me, Brett, B-R-E-T-T, at reliablemarketinginc.com, and I can send you the recording. But whatever you're doing to spend money, just do it. Or what if you're not doing anything to spend money on advertising, do it. It's also just good to be in the habit of taking your revenue, and instead of just taking it home or spending it on something else, or upgrading to a new MacBook that you don't even need, take that money, put it into advertising or some way that you can pay to generate leads. Because once you can figure out how to pay to generate leads, you're going to make a lot more money, plain and simple. So first of all, do more of what you're doing as soon as you can. I don't care if it's one client and your advertising budget is $200. Start spending money to figure out how you can spend money to generate clients. And then the third thing that you can do is hire someone who already knows how to generate leads, how to grow a marketing agency, whatever it is that you need to learn, hire someone who knows how to do that. And so a lot of people think like, well, why would I buy a program that's, a few $1,000s when I can probably figure this stuff out on my own? And there's a few reasons. One, it'll take you years to figure it out. If you dropped me into your business right now, there's a really good chance that just from the knowledge that I have, things I know about, I know how to do, I understand, that you don't know how to do. If you drop me in your business, I could grow it way faster than you. And it's because I know more than you and I have more experience. And that's not saying, oh, look at me, I could grow your business faster than you. It's just saying, just basically at a basic level, and there's people I know I need to hire right now, because if you drop them in my business, they would grow it way faster than me. And so I'm going to hire them, and we do hire them, and we have. In fact, when we first started our agency, before we even had any clients, the first thing that we did was we spent $6,000 on Patrick's credit card that we didn't have, and we got a program. That program and what we've learned in there, in the first year alone, it made us close to $100,000. And over the years, that knowledge combined with other stuff that we've learned is a big part of what allows us to be effective. So finding someone who has the experience and the knowledge that you need to grow your business is a massively, even though it's promoted a lot, it's still a massively underrated investment. And when people are saying, when people who are selling programs, they're like, hey, hire a mentor, you're like, oh yeah, that's convenient for you to tell me, since you obviously want to sell me a program and you want to be my mentor. But it's actually true for multiple reasons. The one, like I just said, there are people who know how to do what you're trying to do, and they know how to do it way, way better than you, way faster and way more effectively. It could be just one little thing in that program that you would have taken years to figure out, but it multiplies your growth exponentially. So you don't want to sit around trying to figure all this stuff out. There's stuff that we've taken a year to figure out that we could have and should have just hired someone to tell us. There's stuff right now that we need to hire people to tell us. And it's probably really simple. Probably once we see it, we'll be like, oh, well, I wish I just would have done that a year ago. Because I would have been way farther than I am right now. So basically, the three things is, one, just do a lot more of what you're doing. Work. Get after it. Do a lot more. I keep repeating that, but it's just a really simple thing that you can do to increase your results. If you increase your output by 10 times, you're probably going to get more than 10 times the results that you're getting now. So you'd think, okay, I multiply what I'm doing by 10 and I'll get 10 times the result. No, you'll get more than 10 times the result. And the reason is because when you are in that zone of just going big, taking a lot of action, and being aggressive about getting it done, you become more effective overall. You'll get up earlier, you'll feel more inclined to be disciplined and stick to a schedule. It'll improve your whole being, and that will make you smarter. It'll make you more creative in what you do. It'll make you more committed, and it'll make you grow more than 10 times faster. So do a lot more. 2, spend money on some form of paid advertising or a way that you can spend money to get yourself in front of prospects. You could pay to do a speaking gig. You could pay to buy connections on Upwork. You could upgrade to the premium level on LinkedIn and get a bot. You could get a VA to do stuff. You could buy a better email list. The list is endless. Of course, you can go and do Facebook ads, which is incredible. That's our main source of prospects at this point. So spend money. That's number 2. And then 3, find someone who can help you do it faster. Find a mentor, buy a training program, whatever it is. If you're growing an agency and you're looking for a training program or someone who can help you build your agency faster, we're actually starting a live training program. We're going to work with a group of students, and what we're going to do is we're going to show you, we're going to show you organic prospecting methods, what to do, so what platforms to use, how to reach out to people, how to get the conversation started in the right way, how to maintain good positioning even though you're the one reaching out to them and it could be perceived as trying to chase them down, and how to conduct those sales conversations in a way that actually leads to a client. From there, we're going to show you how to create a paid advertising campaign on Facebook that brings in booked appointments with qualified prospects consistently. And so if you want more information about that, we're not letting just everyone in. So what you do is you shoot me an email to Brett, BRETT, at reliablemarketinginc.com, and I will send you some more information about it. All you do, you can go through, look at the information, and then if you're interested, you can fill out an application and set up a time to talk with us. And so that's it. I hope those 3 things are helpful. I hope you go out and do them right now. Start doing more today. Whatever you do, take whatever you're doing and do more. Double it. See if you can double it today. See if you can double it for a week, because I'm sure you can, but see if you can get yourself to do it for a week and watch how much more results that you're getting. And that's it. Hope this helps again, and I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya.